Hello guys.
Welcome back everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got some juicy goss.
Oh, it's always juicy goss on the Juicy Goss, Ellie, obviously.
Hi Reggie.
I'm really not happy with what my hair's doing. I straightened it as well.
Oh.
Why did I do that?
I think it looks nice.
I don't know.
She's not feeling it. Do you know what? We just do this.
I think it's because I've been doing some pretty cool hairstyles on the podcast the past few weeks, and now I've just gone, what have I done? I've just let myself down. But I have bought some.
Ah, yes.
To try out some
because
of those.
You want to do that bubble thing, don't you?
Yep. So
for the day festival that we were talking about.
Yeah. Because I think that'd be cute, but I don't want to give too much away because it's going to be an ultimate reveal of our outfits on our hair of the day.
I can't tell you too much. But yeah, guys, today we've got kind of some things to talk about which everyone should know about.
I think everyone.
Take it away, Ella. Take it away.
Well, I think probably the biggest thing that has happened probably in the last few years is this Meghan and Harry interview. Mostly Meghan interview, but Harry does come into it. I know Ellie hasn't watched it, but...
No, guys, let me tell you why. I don't really know why, but I have a real issue with confrontation, and I know it's got nothing to do with me. This programme has nothing to do with me, but the idea of the confrontation between them and the royal family gave me anxiety, so I just couldn't watch it.
But if I'm honest,
ridiculous.
what I got from TikTok the day before, because obviously it came out in America the day before, in England, I got the same as what was on TikTok. Like I literally watched the whole thing on TikTok.
Yeah,
it was just
I think I've seen most of it then as well.
And then there's obviously. Well, first should we talk about that because
go on.
The whole thing. I think a lot of things came up. I don't know if it's just me being like I said this to you earlier. Like I just am not. Maybe I'm not saying it the right way, but I'm not shocked by it purely because how could anyone be so naive that things like this don't happen? Like obviously the royal family is just like a kind of like weird thing that's not really real. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, well,
it's very bizarre thing. It's a very bizarre thing to exist.
Yeah.
In this world and in this time,
the way that they talk about it in the interview, it's basically like, so there's the royal family, which is like the Queen, like the grandma, blah blah, Elizabeth, whatever her name is, and that's like their family. But like the whole institution, and they call it the firm, is like nothing to do with the family. And a lot of things that was said and a lot of things that happened weren't actually the family. It was like this firm that they keep talking about. And they just said basically like there's not really any bad blood between like the Queen or anything. It's not really like that. It's like kind of like who controls her, which is crazy because you'd think the Queen controls herself, but she obviously does not.
Well, I kind of knew that because, I mean, this is a bit naive. Like some people watching might be like, The Crown doesn't tell you everything.
Yeah.
But I've watched all of The Crown, and I know a lot of people have. I don't know whether you have, Ella.
I've watched a few series.
The Crown really kind of has told me everything I know about the royal family, and I know that it's fiction, and I know it's not the truth, but it's based on the truth. And
Harry did say he said in it that it's based on the truth, like
based on the truth. Yeah, it is, but a lot of it is obviously dramatized. But you see in The Crown the workings. Like there's times where the Queen wants to say something or do something, and she is just straight up told, no, you can't do that, you can't say that, and that's that she can't go against that. She's been brought up to know that the Queen is the Queen. The Queen does what the Queen does, and she has to, and she had to pledge that she won't have opinions on certain things. So even like she's not allowed a political opinion outside of her own brain on the Prime Minister who's in charge, that kind of thing. She's not allowed to have opinions on that. So a lot of it is really not them. It's the way that this the institution, exactly. Yeah. Which is crazy.
It's crazy. Quite crazy, but I know that I think my probably, like, obviously it's interesting to hear it all, and it's nice to see her, like Meghan, having the opportunity to kind of speak up. But the interview was quite dramatised. It was like they'd show like clips like, "Oh my god, who said that about you?" And it's just like, then it cuts to a break, and everyone's like, "It just didn't need to be like dramatised." It went on for 2 hours. I was just like, but I think my biggest thing taking away from it is I think this is probably the biggest opportunity for the royal family or the firm or whatever it is to have somebody like Meghan Markle who could represent so many people that maybe like our generation and the generation below us might
There's no one there, for God's sake. Every week. No, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There's no one there. There's no one there. There's no one there. Okay, sorry, Ella.
I
Please
wonder if
continue.
he knows who you're talking to.
Maybe he's like, who's she speaking to? Come here.
I just think this was the perfect opportunity for the royal family to have somebody like Meghan Markle to represent like our generation, and they kind of effed it up. And now, going forward, who the F is going to even care or listen or believe in the royal family? Like, they kind of fucked it up, because it's like all the older people, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I get exactly what you mean. It was a really good opportunity for them, and they kind of missed the mark completely.
Yeah.
They had a really great opportunity.
They could have, like, because obviously she went into her mental health issues and like
just closing the door.
She went into like her mental health issues, and she said like, "Oh, I asked for help," and they basically said no, like, you can't have help. You're in the royal family. Like, that just doesn't happen. But like, I just really think
they're very stiff upper lip in their family.
Yeah,
that's been spoken about a lot in The Crown as well. That many people in their family have had mental health issues. Loads of them have, but they don't acknowledge it. No. They it's very much like, well, it's just part of the job, just deal with it, kind of thing.
That's
they don't
what
get
she
help.
Basically said. But like, it really could have been a really relatable thing to have in the royal family, like this woman that's really vulnerable. She's mixed race, she's American, she's like, you know what I mean, like, it's so relatable.
And a divorce, she's divorced as well.
She's divorced, like, she's young, she has a career, she's independent, like, she had all these things, and then they just basically like fucked it. Like, I'm sorry, but who the hell relates to what's her face, the other one, the other wife,
Kate Middleton? Who
the hell relates to her? She's just like a posh upper class white woman who's exactly ticks all the boxes, and this,
well, she's the perfect princess.
Yeah, literally the perfect person. It's come in and ticks all the boxes, and they're like, yeah. And then Meghan Markle's come in, and they could have, like, I don't know, I just think, from a perspective of, like, our generation, it just could have been something so good, like, it really could have, but they missed a mark.
Because before she kind of came around, I think the royal family would have struggled to ever get to the relatability point, and then her coming in was a really organic way to do it, because she, like, it was real love, it was true love, and it would have been a great way for them to start making steps forward. But they just, obviously, not them, the family themselves, but obviously this firm that they're calling it is just not willing to move forward.
No. And basically, it's like the things that they say, obviously you can't ever, like, who knows what happened? Like, is it the real? I don't flipping know. But obviously, it's a bit random to come out of all these random lies, like, if you were going to do that.
Yeah.
And they were just saying, like, basically, is it Archie, the baby, the kid that they've got?
Yeah.
Like, he basically wasn't going to be given a title. Like they said, he was not going to be allowed to be a prince. He wasn't allowed to have security. And they were just like, what? And it was basically like the undertones of the fact he was going to be mixed race and like blah, 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 blah.
But I thought, I don't know whether this is true, I haven't done my research, but when this was what my family said yesterday, when they heard about that bit about how he wasn't going to be given a royal title, supposedly Harry's child, no matter what it was, who it was with, would have never been given a royal title straight away, because apparently there's only allowed to be a certain amount of people in the in the like immediate
Yeah.
family. So it would have been when someone passes away, then he would get his title.
I don't really know, but you do like.
I don't know. That might be completely wrong.
There are so many things. Maybe not even a prince. He wouldn't be necessarily be a prince, but he would have he would have a title. Do you know what I mean? Because he's in the royal family.
He'd be like the something of Sussex.
Yeah, he would be something. But basically, the thing that they were annoyed about is the fact that he wouldn't have security. So like, he wouldn't have like people to like look after him.
But he's just as famous, so just as in danger.
Literally, and then basically I can't really remember, like they moved to Canada, didn't they, to get away, but they did that because it is a country that the Queen rules, so they did that to try to like still be in it. Basically they just stepped down a level, so there's senior people in the royal family and then there's other people like, you know, like the random princesses that nobody even knows, like Eugenie, like that
Beatrix
level.
and Eugenie.
Yeah, they wanted to step down to that level, so they're like part-time royals. And then they did that, and then they got cut off with everything, like all the money, everything. So then they were homeless, so they had to move to LA or wherever they live. That's basically what they said. But yeah, it's just a bit crazy. I know we put on the Instagram, and literally everybody's fucking watched it. Like, obviously, even if you haven't watched it, you've seen most of it on TikTok.
Yeah. What did we ask? We asked like, have you watched it?
Yeah, and 92% said yes, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, do you want to read some of the...
Yeah, so
we've got a few thoughts on it.
A few thoughts.
I feel like people our age and maybe the people that follow us probably have quite a like-minded opinion on it, maybe.
Oh, well, this is like not that deep, but... what does that say? Okay, so basically I think that what they're trying to say is like it aired in the US before the UK, even though it's our monarchy.
Yeah.
That is a bit funny, but that's because I don't think anyone in the UK would have produced it.
No. I think...
Like, because the BBC is British funded. I don't think they would have done that.
I don't think they're allowed. They would be allowed.
I don't think they're allowed.
I think I know ITV paid over £1 million to have that interview on their channel.
Yeah.
But I just think as well how it is, because it's obviously Oprah. Meghan is friends with Oprah. She felt comfortable with Oprah. That's why she did it. And obviously Oprah has some sort of contract with CBS, I assume, and they're going to air it before we have it. Obviously, so that's just how that is. But
yeah, it does kind of make it seem like more of like a Hollywood thing, though, the fact that we got it later. But you know, it kind of was a bit of a farcical, wasn't it, to be fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. This person didn't watch it, saw most of it online. Yeah, me too. And I don't plan on sitting down and watching the whole thing. I've got the gist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
They're quite small. Oh, Meghan was a good opportunity for the royals and they fucked it up. Yeah, that's literally my thoughts on it.
I do agree. What's this one? I fully support Meghan and Harry's decision to leave. It sounds like it was toxic and dangerous. It's funny because I think it's an age thing again, isn't it? Like, because our generation would probably say, yeah, they should have left if it was toxic, it was ruining their lives. And the older generation probably just says, wow, what do they expect? They're part of the royal family. Like, go back to your castle and cry about it kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think the younger generation are much more sympathetic because we understand that money doesn't mean that you're happy.
No. Yeah.
And actually they're completely controlled by them. Not even the money, because it's not even about... The royal family isn't... Yes, they have a lot of money, but that's not what's holding them there. It's their title and their duty. That's their duty to the country.
And I know Harry went on to say like he feels quite sympathetic to like his brother and stuff because he does not have a choice. He cannot leave. Like, obviously Harry is not in immediate line to the throne and he will not be king. Like, that's just how it is.
No.
But obviously his brother is in immediate line to the throne after his dad. Is it his dad? Yeah. So he
will be king eventually.
He does not have a choice. Like, he has to stay.
Yeah.
So
It's interesting you say that, because that seems to be a pattern that's happened through the royal family quite a lot, and it kind of does show that it clearly is toxic, because the people that stay and put up with it are the people that will specifically be in line.
Yes.
Like the Queen and her sister. Her sister obviously is still part of the family and still represents them, but she, as you can see throughout the whole of The Crown, she was a wild person for a really long time and had a lot of struggles, and she really struggled with the pressures of it. But I think the people that just have to deal with it because they have to is like the Queen, and then Charles and William, and so on. Like, they just don't have a choice, so they just have to put up with it.
And they're taught, I think, very differently. If you're going to be the king, you're taught a certain way, and if you're not, then it's like...
Yes, absolutely.
And then I was watching the other big drama, because of course he has to have his 2 pence in everything. Piers flipping Morgan. Oh my god, did you see, stormed off from the TV
What's
this morning?
he been doing?
So basically yesterday he said all these really rude things about Meghan, blah blah blah.
God, he hates her. He has a vendetta against her.
And do you know why? Because
Why?
basically the weather guy, I didn't watch it all, but I watched clips of it this morning. The weather guy on this morning? I don't really know. Was talking about it basically, and just basically slating Piers, and slating ITV. Like, how the F can you let him sit there and speak like that about somebody? And it's just so rude. It's not even he's not even having an educated
It's just rude.
It's just rude. And then he basically said that Piers was basically quite good friends with Meghan, and then Meghan cut him off, just stopped talking to him, and then he had a vendetta against her because she stopped talking to him, and he's
butthurt.
yeah, and basically he was like, the weather guy was like, Piers, Meghan is not saying all this shit about you. If she doesn't, you're not entitled to be her friend. She doesn't have to talk to you. I don't know why you now have this high horse that you can say all these things about her because she just left you on red, literally gross and balls. And then
how did they even know each other? Just through the press?
I think through because obviously she was an actress before. And then Piers stormed off I've had enough of this. I'm really surprised.
No way, he left?
Yeah, that ITV, oh my god, the backlash I saw yesterday of what he said. He just was being rude. I don't think it's any... Obviously, everyone has their opinion, but you don't have to be rude about people's mental health. And he was just basically all hail the Queen. Meghan Markle's chatting shit, basically.
Yeah, I don't really get Piers. I think obviously it's his thing, isn't it? That's what's got him famous, so he's clearly going to keep doing it. It's the same as Katie Hopkins, and
true.
That's what they're famous for.
I'm just surprised that ITV give him that airtime. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he'll stay on that show for much longer. If they're just getting they're getting a lot of backlash from it, basically. Because it
depends, doesn't it?
The TikTok's
the backlash.
ITV have had Love Island people kill themselves, all these things bad happen. They've got this mental health thing, and then he sat there on morning TV slating somebody that said they had mental health problems. It's a bit awkward, but
because what did she say about that? She said that she struggled so much she was having suicidal thoughts.
She basically said she was having suicidal thoughts, and she was just crying all the time, and basically didn't want to be on this earth. And then she went to Harry, and then Harry didn't know what to do, so he went to the firm, and they were basically you can't do anything about it. But obviously you don't know the ins and outs, and you don't know the full conversations, but I just don't see why somebody would lie about that. Do you know what I mean?
No.
But... Oh my god, it's back in stock. Wait, no, I'm just gonna...
Do it.
No, it's fine because we're filming.
Basically, guys, Ella's been trying to get this dress on ASOS, and it just said it's come back in stock. I got the notification at the same time.
It'll be
keeps
gone.
coming back though.
It'll be gone already, Ellie.
It'll be gone already. Yeah, you have to be on.
You have to be on the app
on it
because the time I click it and it loads. Anyway, do you want to move on to our next topic because that's a bit more light-hearted, maybe?
Yeah, let me just push the door too because Bertie's just come in and Left it open on his way past, as always. As always. Oh, look. It's
Also,
his
do you like my
favourite
carton
toy.
of juice?
Ah, lovely, Ellie, like a little child.
I just
Here you
fancied
go,
something that wasn't
Take
water.
back.
And I've run out of oat milk, darling, so I couldn't have a coffee.
Oh dear, I've run out of oat milk. Okay, guys, so now we've talked about that. We've talked about that. We all know what we think about that.
Everyone has their
But-
opinion. We're bored of it now.
A bit more light-hearted. Anyone that's kind of around our age, bit older, bit younger, is probably like feeling really nostalgic this week. I know I am for sure.
Yeah.
We've got a Zalfie baby coming along, guys,
Aw.
and
A little girl,
I don't know. A little girl. It really took me by surprise. Like, I wasn't expecting it.
I feel like, do you not feel like
so nice, though.
everybody is having a flipping baby on the internet?
I know everyone is
God.
pregnant. Everyone.
There's going to be like baby meetups with all these YouTubers and like,
There
my God,
is.
maybe they're the next generation of YouTubers all the same age.
See, I don't know whether it's because of like the lockdown and there's been like a lockdown baby boom, or whether it's just because it's that generation is
Yeah.
reaching that age. So it's all happening at the same time.
They're all obviously
yeah,
like quite
it's
financially
crazy.
comfortable now. They probably had a lot of time to think,
Oh,
and
yeah.
now they're all like, "What's next?" But I don't know
Yeah,
about
and
you.
I do think the past, like, what is he doing? I do think the lockdown has really made people realise as well that they have a lot more time. So the people that were maybe putting it off have suddenly thought, like, why not?
Yeah, I know there's a lot of. When I used to watch YouTube back in the day, I don't think I ever watched Zoella. I was more of an Alfie kind of girl. Before they were together, like it was so long ago when I used to watch it, so I haven't really kept up with it. I know you have a bit more than I have, but I know there's a lot on TikTok and on like Instagram of, what's her name? Zoe. It's not Zoella, is it? It's Zoe. She
Zoe, yeah.
desperately wants to get married and like desperately wants to be engaged. And like
A long time coming.
I watched the baby announcement videos and on Alfie's, and he was just like, I just don't think there's any news that's any bigger than this, and she was just like,
I saw that.
she was just
I
like,
was just thinking,
no, and I was
she's
like,
thinking, yes, there
there
is.
so is. That is what is bigger.
Yeah,
Like
like maybe not more exciting than a
But as
baby, but it
exciting.
is another. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
she was just there like,
so
I'm
it's a different
30,
type
yeah.
of excitement.
So he was like, I'm
Yeah,
27,
literally. I
you're
don't know.
31. And then she was like, yes.
Yes, I know. They're having a baby before they got engaged, which is fine. Do anything in whatever order you want, but I do think he's a bit scared of marriage.
Yeah, I don't really...
Which is weird. Surely he isn't, though, because you don't plan to have a baby with someone that you're not, because that's more of a commitment.
Maybe he's got it all in his head and it's all planned and like, it's just going to happen, but I don't know. But like, why is it taking so long?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I don't really get
It's been
the whole,
like 10 years, hasn't
Well, maybe
it,
it's just a
living
money
together?
thing. I don't know. Yeah, it must be. Must be nearly 10 years. Well, maybe not. Maybe he was like 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it really brought up a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people. I think people were saying online, like, been here since before they were even together.
Yeah.
And then they were even saying in the videos, like, old YouTube friends have come out of the woodwork being like, wow, this is amazing. And then it kind of opened up a whole world for me again of people that I used to watch religiously.
I keep
when I
seeing
was
them on
younger.
TikTok, like, what generation of YouTube are you from? And then it like shows all the clips of different people.
Yeah.
I
Literally.
always forget that I did actually religiously watch YouTube when I was younger, but like younger, like really young.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago. How old would I have been? 13? But I don't know if I
I
watched
think
the
I started
same...
when I was about 12.
I don't know if I watched the same YouTubers maybe you did. I don't know. Who were your favourite YouTubers back in the day?
Well, I had one channel that I would watch every single day, and that was the Shaytards. Do you know them?
See, no, I just didn't watch them.
It's actually for they had millions of subscribers. They live in Utah, so they're kind of, bit like out in the Wild West. I don't really know if Utah's in the Wild West, but they're Mormon, so they have like a
No, they're
massive
not.
family.
They're Mormon.
are.
Oh my god, I want to watch that thing on Netflix about murdering the Mormons.
Murdering Mormons?
It's like the Mormons and somebody's
God, I
been
want to
murdered.
see that.
I want to watch it anyway, carry on. Sorry.
But then recently, I stopped watching them a few years ago because the dad went a bit crazy. He was an alcoholic, and then I think he had an affair, and it all went a bit tits up. But they're back together, and they've got loads of kids and about 3 dogs. So yes, I watched them, and then I watched obviously all the main YouTubers in the UK: Sprinkle of Glitter, Zoella, Alfie Days.
I
Marcus
was a
Butler.
different side of YouTube, I think.
You were the more Tumblr side
Yeah.
of YouTube, I feel.
I watched like Bertie Gilbert, whoever.
Yeah, I watched
I
him,
think
to be fair.
I think they were called the Tumbleweeds.
Dan and Phil?
I know who they are, but I didn't watch them.
Oh,
I used to watch this. I could never remember, but I watched Shane Dawson when he was straight, like very long time ago.
I don't think I ever knew him when he was straight.
I remember this American. See, I say that about American. I did watch American People. He looked like Justin Bieber, and I was obsessed. Can't remember what he's called, but
There was a guy called Sawyer Hartman. I used to watch him. Tyler Oakley.
yeah.
God, there was so many of them.
Jenna Marbles.
Jenna Marbles. Oh, she's still around.
Yeah.
She still makes videos.
Who else? Janoskians.
It was a bit culty, actually.
Did you watch the
It was a little bit
Janoskians?
culty. Yes, the Janoskians. And one of them dated Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Jay or Jai or whatever his
Yeah.
name was.
They were like from New Zealand.
I thought they were
Australia.
so fit.
Yeah. Who else? I can't remember, but I used to be like spouted off my Tumblr days, so when things were
Yeah.
on Tumblr I'd watch it, but God, Shane
Yeah, it
Dawson
really
when he
did-
was straight. It's crazy.
I didn't even know he was ever straight.
Yeah, he was.
Did he have a girlfriend?
I don't think so. But
Makes
honestly,
sense.
when I used to watch him, I'm not even joking, like then I like refound him when we had a palette with Jeffree Star or whatever. He's like not the same person, like he's suddenly now got a high voice and is, I don't know, he's not what I remember he was like, but I don't know.
Do you follow or have you seen the TikToks of the girl that does the Shane Dawson impressions?
So, I don't even know how she does it, but she's so
funny.
accurate. It's so accurate.
She'll be like Shane Dawson doing blah blah TikTok dance. And she
she's
gets
so
it
accurate.
so spot on, it makes me feel uncomfortable how good it is. She like ties her ponytail up at the back.
What has happened to him? Like, where is he? Is he just cancelled?
It's probably just laying low because he got so much abuse.
Has he been cancelled? Is that what that is?
I'm gonna have a look on YouTube, see whether he's posted recently. Let's see if we can get YouTube up.
I'm surprised he hasn't done like.
But yeah, I think
sorry.
that's- I think people are specifically emotional about this baby because people were saying in the comments like, honestly, you guys, like, we grew up watching you,
Yeah.
like you raised us, and now you're gonna have your own little baby. Let's have a look. Shane Dawson, what are you up to? Well, 8 months ago he put one up saying taking accountability. And that was the most recent video.
Oh really?
Taking accountability 8 months ago, and that is it. He hasn't posted in 8 months. He has 20.7 million subscribers. God, he's barely posted at all. He did all those Jeffree Star ones, and then there was only 2 after that, and then he was gone.
Maybe he deleted some. I'm not sure.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Oh God, my leg's stuck.
I always think,
Well-
what happens to these people that they're all their life, all they've done is YouTube and they don't really know anything else, and now they can't do that anymore? How do they make any money? Do they have to work at McDonald's? Like, what do they have to do?
Well, that's one of the things that people have been saying, because there's another YouTuber that's having a baby at the moment, Jim Chapman, and he used to be married to Tanya Burr, and
Yeah.
it's just mental because everyone literally thought they were like the perfect couple, and they got married and they moved into this amazing like townhouse in London. They got a dog, and then
Is
a couple of years
Tanya
ago it
Burr
came
the
out
one
they were
that
getting a
had-
divorce.
that had a gap in her teeth? Is that Tanya Burr?
I don't think so. I don't think she has a gap in her tooth.
God.
No, that's Louise Sprinkle Glitter,
okay.
Zoe's friend. But yeah, so they got a divorce a couple of years ago, and then he really quickly after the divorce had a new girlfriend, and then they got engaged like 6 months ago, and then about 2 weeks ago they came out saying that they were having a baby. And then everyone's in the comments saying like, I just know that Zoe and Tanya are like bitching about him behind his back right now, for whatever reason. But yeah, so they're having a baby. He's having a baby with some random model.
Everyone's having a frigging baby.
It's crazy. Everyone's pregnant.
Oh my God, I can't wait for these
Not
babies
me.
to be birthed. Yeah, I'm gonna live my
Same.
life through them. Like, I'm not having a baby.
Absolutely.
Anytime soon.
Not for me for a very long time, thank you. Absolutely not. Got more important things to do first.
I wonder what they're gonna call. Oh yeah, sorry. Just to go back onto the Meghan and Harry thing, just for a brief second.
Yes.
Talking about babies, obviously she's pregnant, and she's got a baby girl inside of her belly. Everyone's saying that they should call it Diana.
I don't know if they will.
Maybe a middle name. Because
Maybe a middle name, or it'll be.
Why is it Archie? Is it her dad? Archie.
No, her dad isn't even like in her life.
He's dead. Her dad's
He's
dead.
dead.
Yeah.
Oh, he died. He must have died recently.
Yeah,
then.
he did. Because obviously there was
Yeah,
a
because
controversy
but then he
about
caused. Yeah.
about the
He
wedding.
caused controversy and then he died.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm not gonna lie.
Should I find that out? Should I Google it? Should I Google who
and
he's,
who is
who he's
Archie?
named after?
Why is it Archie?
Who is Archie? And then it says Mountbatten, and that's their family name. So let's see. Who isn't wrong?
So what's his
Oh
name?
wait, that's just his name. I'm not. Archie Mountbatten is his name.
So
Here he is.
is Harry called Harry Mountbatten?
Mountbatten Windsor, yeah.
Windsor. How do I not know that? I feel like they don't have surnames.
Says Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor is the first child of Harry and Meghan. Archie is not named after any royal family member. Archie and Harrison are both new names, not formally given to a monarch. So he's not named after anyone.
Well, Harrison's a bit like Harry.
Yeah, but Harry isn't his name.
What's his name?
Harry, isn't it Henry?
Oh.
Prince
What?
Harry.
I don't know anything.
real
I don't even know their
name.
surnames.
His name's Henry Charles, but everyone calls him Harry, and I don't know why.
That's weird.
But his name's actually Henry.
Learn a new thing every day.
But there you have it, guys. I feel like that's our episode done, to be fair.
Yeah.
We've talked and given you the juicy goss, and we've
Yeah.
reminisced, and we've felt nostalgic.
Yeah. Also, is there anything else you guys want us to talk about? Like, we're very open to conversation. If
Yes.
let us know.
Please let us know.
We'd like
Just
to hear
comment
from
or
you.
send us a DM.
Yeah.
Our Instagram is always tagged below, so go and give us a follow, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we put out a video every Thursday.
Yeah.
So
see you next
be back next week, basically.
Bye.
See you later, loser.